This video is intended for mature audiences only. It contains content that may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Additionally, this video is created for educational purposes and aims to inform and educate. It is not intended to promote, endorse, or condone any harmful or inappropriate behavior. Please watch responsibly. Welcome to Subject Soup. Behind the fortified walls of Washington State Penitentiary lies a world of untold stories, from its historic origins to the controversies that still spark debate today. What secrets does this maximum security facility hold? Stick around, because what you're about to discover will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about life behind bars. Washington State Penitentiary Explained: Facts and Controversies. The Washington State Penitentiary, located in Walla Walla, Washington, is one of the state's most prominent and historically significant correctional facilities. Established in 1886, it is the oldest prison in the state and houses a complex population of inmates ranging from minimum security offenders to those on death row. Over its long history, WSP has evolved from a basic detention center into a high-security institution that reflects broader trends and controversies in American corrections. While the penitentiary is often associated with its role in the criminal justice system, it is also a key element of the Walla Walla community, contributing significantly to its economy and identity. Despite its deep roots, WSP has faced continuous criticism over the years for its conditions, treatment of inmates, and broader systemic issues. As public discourse around incarceration and reform intensifies, WSP remains at the heart of debates about justice and rehabilitation. This article delves into the multifaceted role of the penitentiary, examining its economic impact on the local community, the realities of life behind its walls, and what the future may hold for this institution. By unpacking these topics, we aim to present an unbiased exploration of WSP and its place in Washington's justice system. The local community, an economic lifeline, and a complicated relationship. For Walla Walla, Washington State Penitentiary is more than a prison, it is a vital economic engine. As one of the area's largest employers, WSP provides jobs to correctional officers, healthcare staff, maintenance workers, and administrators. These jobs offer stability in a region where agriculture and viticulture dominate but are subject to economic fluctuations. For many families in Walla Walla, employment at the penitentiary ensures a steady income and benefits, making it a pillar of financial security for the community. However, the penitentiary's presence is not without its challenges. Some locals worry that the prison's notoriety overshadows Walla Walla's burgeoning reputation as a cultural and wine destination. While the city has made strides to promote its wineries, restaurants, and historic downtown, the association with a maximum security facility often detracts from these efforts. This dual identity, a city of both refinement and incarceration, creates a tension that local leaders and residents must navigate. Community advocates also raise concerns about the social and racial implications of the state's prison system. Critics argue that facilities like WSP highlight systemic inequities, particularly the disproportionate incarceration of marginalized populations. These issues often spark local debates about the prison's role, with some viewing it as a necessary institution for public safety and others as a symbol of broader societal problems. Life inside the prison: challenges and complexities. Life at Washington State Penitentiary varies significantly depending on an inmate's security level and access to resources. For those in maximum security units, daily routines are highly restrictive, with limited opportunities for socialization or outdoor activity. Many inmates in these units spend the majority of their day confined to small cells, a practice that has been criticized by mental health advocates for its detrimental psychological effects. In contrast, medium and minimum security inmates have more freedom to participate in work programs, educational courses, and recreational activities, offering a glimpse of normalcy in an otherwise rigid environment. Vocational training and rehabilitation programs are central to WSP's efforts to reduce recidivism, though their reach is often limited by funding and capacity. Programs such as carpentry, horticulture, and GED education aim to equip inmates with skills that can ease their reintegration into society. Despite these efforts, access to such opportunities is uneven, and many inmates express frustration over long wait lists and limited resources. For those who do participate, the programs can provide a sense of purpose and hope for life after release. The challenges inside WSP are not confined to inmates alone. Staff, particularly correctional officers, face a demanding and often dangerous work environment. Violence, contraband, and gang activity remain ongoing issues within the prison, creating an atmosphere of tension and uncertainty. For employees, the combination of high stress and inadequate staffing levels contributes to burnout and high turnover rates, complicating efforts to maintain order and safety. The outlook for the future: reform and controversy. As public scrutiny of the criminal justice system grows, the Washington State Penitentiary has become a focal point for reform efforts. Advocates argue for increased investment in mental health services, expanded rehabilitation programs, and a reduction in the use of solitary confinement. These reforms aim to address the systemic issues within the prison while offering inmates a better chance at successful reintegration into society. Legislative changes, including sentencing reforms, may also lead to a reduction in the prison population, alleviating overcrowding and resource strain. Despite these efforts, the path to reform is fraught with obstacles. Critics point out that systemic issues such as racial disparities in sentencing and incarceration undermine the effectiveness of piecemeal reforms. Moreover, limited funding for rehabilitation programs and staffing shortages hinder meaningful progress. The question of whether WSP and the broader penitentiary model can adapt to the demands of modern corrections remains a subject of intense debate among policymakers and advocates. Emerging alternatives to traditional incarceration, such as restorative justice programs and community-based interventions, offer a glimpse of what the future might hold. These models focus on addressing the root causes of crime and fostering accountability without resorting to lengthy prison sentences. However, their widespread implementation is still in its infancy, and their potential impact on facilities like WSP remains uncertain. As Washington State continues to grapple with these questions, the penitentiary's role will likely evolve, reflecting the broader shifts in societal attitudes toward justice and punishment. Conclusion: Washington State Penitentiary is both a cornerstone of Walla Walla's economy and a lightning rod for criticism. It serves as a microcosm of the challenges facing the American prison system, from systemic inequities to debates over rehabilitation and punishment. While it offers opportunities for some inmates to rebuild their lives, the institution also faces persistent issues that demand attention and reform. As discussions around criminal justice reform intensify, WSP's future will hinge on balancing the needs of the local community, the rights of inmates, and the pursuit of a more equitable system. Whether it evolves into a model of modern corrections or remains a symbol of controversy, WSP's impact on Walla Walla and Washington State is undeniable. Its story is a reminder of the complex and often uncomfortable realities of incarceration in America. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the Washington State Penitentiary. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future explorations. Have thoughts, questions, or a topic you'd like us to cover next? Drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.